Is that going to have the animation time to wake up to double trade into my 5/5? That seems kind of bad. Hello, Snugglebuzz. Welcome to today's Hearthstone video. We're actually coming at you with the Beast Hunter. Now, we're decided we're going to try to see what it's like to play on the other side. So this is more so to show the climbing power of the Beast Hunter. So one of the things right now is that Beast Hunter is, I'm just going to do a quick double check to make sure I am correct, the only Tier 1 deck as of HS Replay through Diamond through Legend. And I admit, that's kind of a shame. The deck itself is honestly, like, the full deck is really powerful, which is one thing it definitely has going for it in the sense of, and we're just going to do this so we can kill the, yeah, give ourselves a 2-1 bat. It does have going for it is that it's not a combo deck, really. I know it does some things, you know, cheaty thingies with Pet Collector. It's not purely an aggro deck. It's kind of just got the best of everything, which is why it's so powerful. It's got early game, it's got mid game, it's got late game bombs, it's got the Denathrius, of course. So it's just, I think the reason why it does so good is for that reason. There's no, like, one card. If I had to pick one, I would say Harpoon Gun makes it, oh, I mean, I kind of just have to play it. Harpoon Gun is the obvious, most obvious card that makes it really powerful, but there's just so many good cards in it, and it's kind of pushed it to the top. This doesn't even have, doing a quick double check, but this is the top deck list I took from HS Replay. Normally I try to tweak them a little bit, but I thought, again, to show how, I want to say easy, but how much easier this deck, if you have the cards, can make the climb go. I would use the top deck from HS Replay just to kind of give it a shot. And yeah, I don't think it doesn't have any cards from the mini set. It's just a deck that has been quote unquote perfected. But yeah, here we go. Now that being said, I'm going against this aggro druid who had a really good opener to block me, which is slightly unfortunate, of course. But what else are you gonna do? If they have, yeah, I don't have anything. Well, we have to hit. We have to kill the peasant, finally. No point in giving something attack, so we'll just end our turn there. Now, they're going to be playing some big beefy things here in a second, probably to buff these up. Kind of bad for us, I'm not gonna lie. This might be one of the ways to beat the Hunter. They got us early. So. Okay. They're just building up a board, building that up, okay. We could use a Pet Collector into like a Rat King right now would be pretty good. K9otron, not really what we're looking for. Well, we're going to play Tavish next turn anyway, so let's just take the Hydralodon. Because this won't give this rush because it's not a beast, so hero power. We're in a bit of a pickle. Talked about how powerful this deck was, but they started off very strong. If they play their... Oh, Pride's Fury's probably even better than the, I was thinking the 3/3 Herald of Nature, because now Flame Explosive Trap doesn't remove a single thing. We still have to play it. Yep. And we're going to take, I guess, Freezing Trap and Explosive Trap either way. So the reason I took Explosive Trap is I'm hoping that Hydralodon can clean up a few of these next turn. I can even use the Castle Kennels to give a different thing, attack and rush, to maybe clean out the 4/7 as well with the Hydralodon itself, which is pretty good. That was the best minion for them to do that with. That was smart. Yep. Don't have another Pride's Fury, because I think the Herald of Nature would only put them up to 3, which would be good for Hydralodon. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. So they're just drawing... Oh. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was afraid of. Okay, so 5, 8, 10 next turn. I mean, Hydralodon's our best bet either way, right? Hydralodon. Trade. Trade. These are beasts. Just double check, right? Yeah, okay. Clear. So they have 10, 11 damage on the board. I think this is the best defense we could have had as of right now. Honestly, they're making me feel not as confident about how quote-unquote easy this would have been. But I think we're still on a good track, unless they have... I think if they had Herald of Natures, they would have played them by now. But Herald of Nature would be, I think, the only card that really gets them out of this, perhaps. And then I have a Mountain Bear to play as a taunty defense next turn. And they're trading. Okay. That is actually so good for us. It's kind of crazy. Yep. Keeping their crook alive so that way they can draw more cards. Sure. Again, the more in a way they use the trade. Oh, no, there's the nature. Shoot. That might put me over the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the mountain bear for defense. Try to live until insatiable devourer, perhaps. Yep. That should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll have to use almost everything just to get through the mountain bear. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then mountain bear for the defense. Okay. That's hopefully the last stretch. Insatiable Devourer. Insatiable Devourer will help us clear the board up next turn. I don't think they have any way to hit our face this turn. They played both of the things that could have rush. Okay, that's a pretty good one. They can clear our whole board, I guess, without losing a single minion. This hits here. Hit. And these two trade into the Tounts. This isn't a beast, so I can't give it a rush with the kennels. But, oh, Samuro. Samuro already has rush. 3 is not enough. So Devour, well... Samuro going to 3 wouldn't clear this. And that's the, like, the... Oh, wow. What beast would be good enough to help me clear that? 3, that clears everything. Puts this down to 3 health. So a Huffer would actually make Samuro the better play. But a 1 out of 3. This would still have 4 attack, 5 attack. So we know that that's deal 2 damn... No, what is that one? Sorry, I just... what's the other side to this one? Or something. So that's a 2/2 treant. So that's not really anything to worry about. So the question is 1 attack for a 1/3. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do that. We're gonna take the guaranteed way. 2/2 treant means nothing to us, which is good. And then I guess it depends on if they have what they have here. Okay. So that's nothing. Awesome. Oh, okay, good. Good. So 2/2. Slither Spear. Sure thing. So they're gonna hit us for 5. Sure thing. Is this actually... Yeah, it's just lethal with King Crush. I was about to say Blade Master Samuro for board clear, but... Smack. Buff. Smack. I guess it wasn't as easy as I wanted it to be, but it goes to show you they had a really, really powerful opener and an extraordinarily aggressive deck, and we still managed to hold them off and come back for the victory. If you enjoy that, I know that this deck is kind of a pain for a lot of people, but at the same time, it's really good. So if you're looking to climb before they potentially make any changes, I would say go with this deck. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and we're going to go and try to take down another one. Well, it looks like we're going up against another druid in Awesome Possum. Now, I wonder if they're an aggro druid or a ramp druid. As of right now, if it's not Beast Hunter, it does appear to be druid. That does seem to be at least my anecdotal experience, of course. I think the actual stats show that those two decks only make up about, combined, 30 to 35% of where we're at about Diamond to Legend. So it's not, you know, indicative. There's still a few other classes obviously being played, but it just seems that way. The fact that they're 40 health makes me feel like they are not aggro. Aggro does not tend to play the 40 cards. All right, thanks for that. Let us coin. Kind of want to get the Spirit Poacher out just so that way it begins. Now, if I knew there was a 1-drop on the bottom, obviously K9otron would have been the way to go, but Awesome Possum. Oh, interesting. That's like a Prestor? This is a Prestor deck? That's interesting. K9otron. We will... I guess we'll take the K9otron again just because. Hit them. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That'll put K9otron at a 3 cost because of the Fodder Watch post, which is fine. And then that way we can still play it next turn to re-dredge. Alrighty then. I guess we probably... you know what? Instead of playing the K9otron and dredging and then trading both of these, let's play the Renethal. Let that go off one more time, and that way I get a cleaner trade without missing 4 damage to the face. 40 card deck, always Scuff, still in their hand. Might be shooting myself in the foot by saying that this time, but, you know, that's just what happens usually. Hey! I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Instead, they get a free nourish, basically. Oh, they're like a mill druid. All right, that should be fine, I think, actually. We can trade this. I mean, yeah, now we're going to get 2 things affected by the watch post instead of 1, which is, of course, unfortunate. We can do a clean trade. I think playing K9 is better here. And I'm going to take Selective Breeder, even though I actually probably don't want the value right now because they're going to be making us draw too much, but that's all right. They're going to clear our board 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not clear our whole board, I guess, but they're going to probably play the scale with all the little dragons. Oh, no. Okay. Little Jerry Rig Carpenter. What do you got for me now, Druid? Just more mana. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 13. 13's not bad, but I probably want hero power. I'll definitely be playing the Pet Collector. I think the fact that we have the Altimore and the Nathrius in our hand, it's going to make their due process strategy almost play against them because we're going to be trying to play out as many minions as possible to empty our hand out, and then that'll just buff up our Nathrius too much. Okay, that's fair. Pet Collector? Ooh, Rat King. Good. I'm going to ignore that 2-1. Just go face, because that sets us up for lethal next turn. I mean, just to be safe, I should 9, 12, 14, 16. This might die. Yeah, with hero power, that should set us up for lethal. Plus, we have the Doggy Biscuit. Okay. Now it's not. Of course, but that's alright. We have the things. They're going to have to trade in all of these. Fortunately, this is 7, so that did hurt us a little. It hurt us a little bit. And then trade there, yep. 4, 6, 8. Ooh, 4, 6, or 2. Yeah, if I play this, it's 4, 6, 8, 11. I don't think that's quite worth. I mean, I guess this next turn is quite a bit. Instead, oh, now I have to decide if I want to trade. Let's stag charge. Worst part is going to take all of these if I do it. I'm going to copy of a minion from my deck. Probably going to want to play Altimore next turn. So I think we're going to take the Crush for a finisher. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's just to help us wake up the Rat King, help us infuse our Altimore all the way. Boom. This gives us these two, like if this wakes up, if it trades, will give us the Rat King, which is great. They don't have any targets to hit with their stuff. Guff is pretty good. Ooh, Denathrius is getting built up like a champion here in Duckburg. I don't know why, my brain. DuckTales. Woohoo! Wakey, wakey. Okay. Wa-cha-cha-cha. Boom. Smack you for 5. So, of course, looking back, like if I would have hit them for, would have been 8, they would be down to 10 if they played that exact same way. But then I guess this wouldn't have been fully infused unless they spent their turn killing my minions, so weigh that into your calculations. 1, 2, okay, not 3 though, that's good. Boom, boom. Ah, scale. So they still wipe the board. Yep. Double trade here, that's fine. They're just building us up, that's all. That's all they're doing. A Hydralodon, baby! And then I'm gonna kinda hope that one of my 4 Hydralodon heads get the rush. Ah, they did. Nice. Boom! Once I trade, there it is. That allows us to get more trades, more minions on board. You've heard me say it in other videos before, so sorry if you're new, but I'm not a fan of how most decks rely on the Denathrius, but at the same time, this is kind of the card you need to work around in order to get some victories right now, I find, going into a Legend this month, or ever since, really, the Castle Nathria miniset has come out. Between that and Theatar to steal your opponent's Nathrius seems to be what we're doing, so as much as I don't like it, on the road to Legend, we'll take the wins however we can, you know? You know how it goes. So we have only 9 mana next turn, so if we do have a space, we have a King Crush. We have Insatiable Devour if it's a board control that we need. Honestly, if it's pure damage, we even have Harpoon Gun and like Castle Kennels to add 5-7 damage to whatever is left on the board by the time their turn is over. I'm feeling pretty confident, which could be my downfall, by the way. Just resting my eyes. Yep. 5 mana spell. Ooh. Is that going to have the animation time to wake up to double trade into my 5/5? That seems kind of bad. Ah, they ran out of time. 5, 14. Yeah, it's just lethal. Yeah. Yeah, just overwhelmed. Like I said earlier in the video, it's overwhelming all the way through the game. It seems like every turn you just always have the biggest threats while also being able to control the board. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.